Welcome to Dog Talks with your host, the Dog Father. Today we have Simon here. We just finished a 6-week course or 6-session course, and this is Boulder. And want to tell us a little bit about Boulder?
Sure. I picked up Boulder at the Chicago Animal Care and Control a few months ago, almost a year now at this point. So he's about a year and a half. And when I first got him, he was really, really calm, but as soon as he started getting bigger and realizing how much size he has, he started getting a little out of control. And I have been taking him to Pet Stars at that point, and they suggested Jorge. And yeah, so I just went with it, and it's been a great 6 weeks, and he's a completely different dog.
That has helped achieve that calmness.
So some of the things that I learned included giving him very, deliberate verbal cues as well as visual cues, with the fist, and then he's using the right words, and as well as starving him of the attention when he's asking for too much of it. Yeah, and I think that's also a big point too, is teaching him how to recognize when it's okay to be excited and when it's not okay to be excited.
Yeah, and tell me about treats. Is he very treat motivated?
He is very treat motivated, but like you said, once you kind of get connected with him, the treats don't even matter. He'll listen to you for as long as you tell him to. And I think that's great because I don't always have treats with me. I'm not always going to have something in my hand to give to him.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because the idea, some people think that positive training is just about giving treats.
Yeah.
And it's beyond just giving treats. Treats is the first level.
Yes.
It's something that's immediate that they can relate to, but as time goes on, what the dog finds more enjoyable or more rewarding is not the actual food treat, but it's the acceptance. It's
Correct.
the doing the right thing.
Correct.
It is being able to communicate.
That's the reward itself, is knowing that when I'm happy, he's like, oh, this is what he wants me to do, and he gets it. Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
and that sense of belonging, in that harmonious sense of belonging, that everybody is happy in their own role.
Because I know I'm a lot happier when he listens to me. I was like, oh, I'm saying something right. That's
Doesn't that
great.
feel good?
Because before I used to think that he wasn't understanding me, but like I've said in previous classes, it's us understanding each other, and that's really what the important part of this training has taught me. That's the most important thing.
It's communication. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
And I always say that when you have a dog that obeys you, and then you have good communication, the door is magically open to many options. You can take them to people's homes. You can take them to parks. You can take them many places. I had one of my students, this is back in Mexico City, he used to take his dog to fancy restaurants.
Oh, wow.
And he used to tell him, this is the only dog that is allowed to come here, and that's because your dog is so well trained.
Yeah.
He's stepping on the cables here. Oh, there we go. He doesn't know what they are.
Yeah.
So, that'll make some noise. So doors magically open when a dog is well behaved, well trained, and that usually implies that you have good communication with your dog.
Yes, definitely.
What did you like about the class that you're going to take forward? Any special techniques?
Well, basically, I really like you said, how you instill that connection. Once you get that connection with your pet, once that's made, it's a lot easier to.
And how did you make that connection?
Oh, just
tell us about the struggles. How was it at first?
Well, first it was frustrating. I wasn't giving very clear commands, either with my voice or with my body movement and my body language. And then, because I was confused myself on what to tell him. So that obviously shone through when I was trying to communicate to him. And working on really being sure that I'm clear with myself on what I want to tell him is what I'm going to take with me moving forward. It's just really understanding he's not going to listen to me right now, because I can tell he's not going to focus. Yeah.
Would you say that Boulder's happier?
Oh yeah, I can tell he's definitely a lot happier now. Especially when we go on our walks, I'm not just pulling him, anymore. I'm able to just kind of get in his face and like, hey, we're going on this walk. We connect, and then we just go for it.
Are you happier?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely a lot less frustrated with him. You know, I come home, he hasn't chewed anything up. You know, he's been really, really good with that. He's learned to stop barking, you know, at people that are walking by the door, just because of the techniques that I've learned here. Is just really once he figures out what I'm asking him to do, I give him that positive reinforcement, either pets or just a treat or just a beep, and then he gets it. Yeah.
So after taking the class here, what recommendation would you give to someone that is looking for training? And don't think just recommend me, but just in general. Say you have a friend out in Texas and he says, hey, I just rescued a puppy.
Sure.
What recommendation do you
just be patient and trust the process, you know, because when I first got him, I thought I'd be able to train him myself. I bought a clicker, I had a clicker book, and, you know, I thought I was doing all the right things. And then when I came here, I learned that I wasn't. And then being able to let go of what you thought you knew is probably the best advice I can give to somebody, you know, because you're paying a trainer, you're taking them to a professional for a reason, right? And then sticking to those old habits that didn't work is definitely not going to be a successful way of getting him to this point.
Simon, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no,
Good luck.
Thank you for everything. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this, and I know Boulder's had a lot of fun, and we're gonna have a lot more fun doing many other things together.
Great.
Wonderful.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
See you, everybody. Till next time. This is Dog Talks with the Dog Father.
Yeah.